Hi folks, Brian Keeney with Occam Defense, and the most frequently asked question we get is, should I put a flash hider or a brake on my 1775? The simple answer from my point of view is, if you are under 150 pounds or are a competition shooter, a brake is probably the right choice for you. If you are not one of those two things, the flash hider is by far the better option. The reason for this is that the AK, especially the way we build them, has very low recoil. And so the vast majority of recoil that you're going to get will be shooter induced, meaning you're just holding the gun way too tight to your shoulder. And if you let it float just a little bit, this is the Sonny Pazika's wisdom, the gun will just reciprocate forward and back, and you won't get much in the way of muzzle rise. If you give something for the stock to react against, the muzzle will rise. But there's a way of sort of gently cradling the gun where it'll just move forward and backward, and you'll have very quick follow-up shots. The downside to using a flash hider, the only one that I can think of, is that if you're in California or another banned state, you can't have one. The reason that we need to put a muzzle device on is that our barrels are below the legal minimum when they start out. They're at 14.5 and they have to come up to north of 16 inches. So one way or the other, you need a dirt protector and a ATF protector on the front end of your gun. Got a workaround for you. If you are in a banned state or a competition shooter or under 150 pounds, get the brake and then get the Dead Air Pyro, which just straps right on with a couple clicks and shields you from the blast. The major downside to a brake is concussion, and there's no way around that. If you have a brake, there will be concussion. Flash hiders don't have concussion, but they don't do much braking, and brakes make a very large flash. The Pyro without the insert in it makes the flash bigger. The Pyro with the insert in it forces that whole cone forward. So even if you're in a banned state where you're required to have a muzzle brake, you can get pseudo flash hider, or at least just not as much concussion like if you're in a class, by using one of those Pyros. Thank you very much for your interest. Please find us on occamdefense.com, Instagram Occam Defense Solutions, or if you've got a question, give us an email at admin@occamdefense.com or give us a call at the shop. Thank you very much for your attention. This is Brian Keeney with Occam Defense.